My name is Marjorie Owen. I used to attend the Boys and Girls Club. I attended for about 7 years.
My name is Sarah Palmer and I attended the Boys and Girls Club for 12 years.
My name is Madison McClellan. I'm 15 and I've been coming to the Boys and Girls Club for about 2 years now.
Oh, it was really scary to move here in 3rd grade. I didn't know anyone, I had no friends, and my family doesn't live in Concord, so it was new for everyone.
I was definitely a troublemaker. I didn't really care about school, because I've always known that I've wanted a career in either automotive or high-performance motorsports, just from always being around it. It's just something that I've always enjoyed. Who needs science and all that stuff when I was going for automotive?
I have not always lived in Laconia. I used to live in Winnisquam and we moved here about 2 years ago. I didn't really talk to anyone. I was really shy. Whenever I got called on, I didn't want to do anything, basically. I'd go to school and go home. I had one friend. It was really hard.
When I started at the club, I was having a pretty hard time at home because my parents were going through a really tough divorce. There was a lot of tension in the house, and it was kind of me and my brother trying to get by, and my mom was really stressed, and I was pretty sad, and so was my brother, kind of angry and confused at the time.
I definitely met a lot of resistance when I was in high school just because I was considered the black sheep, No one's really into racing around here, and all the guys thought it was weird and all the girls thought it was weird.
When I first moved here, I was suicidal. I hated myself for letting my parents do this and move me from my comfortable little box. It was a terrible time for me. There was barely any light in my life.
She was just struggling, and it's really hard for a parent to watch your child struggle that hard with trying to fit in or be a part of something.
It was awful. I'd cry myself to sleep and pull myself together in the morning, and I just wanted it to end.
The club definitely helped me open up and widen my social horizon and make some friends, some lifelong friends, and it definitely just got me out of my shell.
When I first started going to the Boys and Girls Club, I was a little resistant on telling them what my interests were because I just wanted to make sure that I fit in and made friends. And once I started talking to the different club members, everyone had completely different interests, but we were all still so close. That's when I began to feel like I could just open up to them.
My first day was like, I finally found something that will help me change.
She was able to be herself, and she was in a safe environment.
The Boys and Girls Club was more open to whoever you were. They weren't judgmental. It made me feel like I was important for once and not just like this tiny shrimp that people were shooing away.
It really helped me figure out what I was good at and what I enjoyed. People were really talkative. They were willing to make friends. The staff members would help introduce you to people, which was really nice.
Anything I could get involved in, I would at the Boys and Girls Club, whether it was triple play or the homework help, or I was even Torch Club president when I was there. So the club definitely helped me with getting my grades up and staying off the streets and staying out of trouble.
It's that place that I can go to when I'm scared or feel alone. It's like a second home to me.
I ended up coming back to the Boys and Girls Club through the Friends program as a mentor. My mentee is 9. She plays the violin. She's very social and a generally happy kid.
One thing I appreciate about Marge and the Boys and Girls Club is how it's come full circle for her, where at one point she was one of the young kids running around at the Boys and Girls Club, and now she is giving back to the community and helping out a young girl who was once in her shoes.
She definitely reminds me of me when I was a kid. She can always be found in the art room or hanging out with her friends, and I was the same way. I used to spend a lot of time with the art program at the Boys and Girls Club when I was young.
As I became older, I'd always just ask to hang out with the younger kids anyway, and they saw how great I interacted with them and how well they responded to me, that they thought that I would become, if I became a junior counselor, maybe that would work. And ever since I became a junior counselor, they ended up just hiring me as staff because the kids just responded so well.
I had a choice to leave the Boys and Girls Club when I was like 13. Something in my brain knew that I needed to stay or else something bad was gonna happen. And it made it so I wanted to stay, and by the time that I decided that, I was already playing a huge role.
I think because of my background, as I had it a little bit difficult when I was younger, it helps me relate to her and make her feel like I can understand what she's going through, because I do.
I just always made sure to stay positive when I was at the Boys and Girls Club because that may be the only positive thing that kid has that day. Or the club may be the only happy place they have. You never know.
I feel like I'm helping kids here who are, I don't want to say deprived, but don't have what they need. Like, some kids here need a role model and need like a solid ground to stand on.
If I hadn't gone to the Boys and Girls Club, I'm not sure where I would be today, because I don't know if that would have set me on the right track to going to college and succeeding in life.
I have a job that I love doing and an internship that I love going to every single day, and I just get to follow my dreams day after day because of the support that the Boys and Girls Club gave me.
It fixed me, I guess I could say. You know, it polished me up and made me new.
She has a great outlook on what she wants to do for her future. She's got plans for her future, and she's putting them in the works. And she started them right here at the Boys and Girls Club, and I'm really proud of her for that.
It made me happy again, and I'd like to stay that way.
I think it's really important that a kid has somewhere to go to feel safe and happy and grow as a person.
Own your magic and never give up on your dreams, because I learned to embrace my differences at the Boys and Girls Club, and that was very important to me.
I'm glad that I'm alive, because if I hadn't found this, then I wouldn't be here today.